Lazarus lived in the town of Bethany. He lived with his sisters, Mary and Martha. The three loved Jesus very much. One day, Lazarus became very sick. His condition grew worse each day. Mary and Martha became very worried. They knew Jesus could help. They sent a message asking for him. The message quickly reached Jesus. Jesus listened carefully. He loved Lazarus and his sisters. But Jesus did not leave immediately. The disciples were confused. They wondered why Jesus was waiting. Jesus told them to trust him. Meanwhile, Lazarus grew weaker. Mary stayed by his side. Martha cared for him day and night. The sickness continued. Soon, Lazarus died. His sisters were heartbroken. Friends and neighbors came to comfort them. The town was filled with sadness. Lazarus was placed inside a tomb. A large stone covered the entrance. Several days passed. Jesus finally began his journey to Bethany. His disciples followed him. When Martha heard Jesus was coming, she ran to meet him. She was overwhelmed with emotion. "Lord," Martha said, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Jesus looked at her with compassion. "Your brother will rise again," he said. Martha believed in God's promises, but she did not yet understand what Jesus meant. Then Mary came to Jesus. She was crying. Many people were crying with her. The sadness was everywhere. Jesus saw their pain. His heart was deeply moved. Jesus began to weep. The crowd watched in silence. Then Jesus asked to see the tomb. Everyone followed him. Soon they arrived at the burial place. The large stone still covered the entrance. Jesus stood before the tomb. "Take away the stone," Jesus said. Some people hesitated. Lazarus had been dead for 4 days, but they obeyed Jesus. The stone was rolled away. Jesus looked toward heaven. He prayed to his Father. Then Jesus called out with a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out!" The crowd held its breath. Suddenly, Lazarus appeared. The man who had been dead walked out of the tomb alive.